Hello, good morning. Here we are in a new market analysis, daily trading market analysis forecast. This is a channel in which you can gather some information regarding daily trading activities and for you to take advantage of the market in the open. So basically, today we are focusing on Bank of England. The Bank of England intervened again the bond markets, and we have to be careful here because UK financial stability is in danger, and the first time Bank of England intervened in the bond market, we had little to no movement on the US markets. But right now, if we are doing that again, people start thinking about 2008. And I mean, we have to be careful here because some volatility and some bearish sentiment might settle. So we have to be careful with this news. Apart from that, Russia conflict again with the same kind of situation. So no movement on that news. And let's change to the economic calendar for today, Tuesday. So there's nothing apart from a couple of Feds, Harker and Mester, some speeches 2 hours after US Open. So another day, apart from yesterday, today also a day we have to be careful. And waiting for tomorrow, Wednesday PPI, and also Thursday CPI data. So let's change to the technicals. Technicals, basically right now, we have something cooking in here. If you change, this is NQ. In this channel, we are going to focus on Nasdaq futures, Nasdaq, and also some other correlations derivatives that we will talk about in the future. So for this first video, let's talk a little bit about this big gap on the non-farm payrolls. So something to note in here is in the 2-hour time frame is that this is last week low. We took that, we swiped that down. We focus on the 30-minute. We swiped that down a little bit, maybe to catch some liquidity for the longs. Stopped maybe, some shorts trapped here. And we have to be careful with this kind of things for the short side, because this is the first time, apart from yesterday, which we swiped, and yesterday we did a super spike on big volume. So something to worth noting down here. Basically, in the overnight, we are going downside. We have some overnight shorts, but this level with these wicks and the prior low in here holding, now we are facing this. Let's change to the 15-minute. Now we are facing this range, 10,970 until I think 11,000. 11,000 is quite a psychological level. Here we have also settlement at 10,984 and prior close. So if we want to build a bullish case, we have to break this whole settlement and perhaps going to the 11,100 with this with this continuation from yesterday. The big picture, apart from that, consolidation to the downside. We can be bearish if we break this last week's low. Of course, we can do that. Anything can happen. But I think today, if we hold this, we might be a range day for today, waiting for tomorrow's PPI and Thursday's CPI data. So that's the plan. As always, just be patient. But I think for this forecast is worth noting that we are holding this key level. Regarding energy, crude oil is down 100, almost 100, 1% and a half. Net gas is almost 5% down after this beautiful left head and shoulders pattern. I think we are breaking down this big trend line. This trend line might hold the key for the downside to 6 or even 5. Yields, high yield corporate bonds. I mean, we're still very bearish, but we are holding these lows. So corporate yields are holding these lows, 10-year and 2 years after this push up in the last days and last week. We might see some pullback, but again, all yields are red, and FTSE UK 100 is showing some weakness, but again, with these lows, we are in a situation in which we need to hold this level. So basically, we are holding 6,800, and as long as that holds, we can see some global macroeconomic stability. If that falls, we have an alert here. If that breaks down, we might see a lot of issues. This UK 100, UK Bank of England instability might cause some issues on the US market, so we have to be careful here. And what happened to stocks? Apple, Microsoft, all red this morning. Microsoft is quite weak. We are pushing this 2027, perhaps demand zone. Apple quite strong, holding this 140 level, sorry. And Amazon and Tesla again holding. Tesla with the Twitter conflict is being impacted quite heavily, but again, be careful with these stocks. You can take the opportunity to build a position as I'm doing, looking for a reversal, but be careful because we are in the US markets in a very, very tricky spot. After all this sell-off, we are testing lows, and this is the spot in which we need buyers to step in heavily. So apart from that, as usual, let's be patient. Let's build this discipline and look for our opportunities. Our bias today, I don't think I'm going to trade on the open. I think I want to see if this range holds or if it breaks, and if it gets rejected, we can test a short of settlement or the retest of the last week lows. I think we are pushing, so maybe bullish sentiment is starting to build, and if we hold this area, we can perfectly see 11,100 on this repair. This blue line, 11,135, is June's low on the daily. So as you can see, these June lows is being held down. So if we see a move over, we can see a pullback, a double bottom basically of last week's low. We can see a cool sideways consolidation for a maybe later move up on the upcoming weeks. All is based on tomorrow's PPI and Thursday's CPI data. All depends on that. At least technically we are holding and we are waiting for new information. So that's the plan for today. Let's focus on patience and see if these critical levels hold, and we can take some opportunities with risk management of those levels. Bearish to the downside of settlement, and long if this range holds, long to the upside until basically I think pre-market highs will be tested, and also prior highs is way long, but we can perfectly see a repair up here. So that's the plan. today's daily trading market analysis forecast. So I will see you later in the afternoon. See ya.